commercial flying.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Live. This is important. Major one is our guru this weekend, and then is meeting boss, okay? And everything else just will, it will be activated.
Activation.
Just stay in our heart, come from love, caring and sharing.
You want this open or closed? Open.
Yeah, open, yeah, leave it open. Wonderful. Thank you for getting us here happily and safely.
Not a problem. That is what we aim for.
Beautiful. And can you guys please don't leave without me?
Oh, we won't, believe me.
Okay,
we like
great.
being here too.
What was our elevation during the height of the flight? So this whole year is turning into a documentary, and you're part of it. Last night we kind of kicked it off.
Yeah, wild. From Miami to Bimini, just like that.
So it's great to have a Miami local now, but where are we right now?
So this is Bimini. This is a part of a private parcel of the land that's mostly owned by a single individual. And this is a vortex out here in real close to the Bermuda Triangle.
Beautiful.
It's known for having the Fountain of Youth here. So it seems like a great place to talk about the building of a next generation spa.
Heck yeah. All right, we've entered the vortex, guys. The Bermuda vortex.
Thank you.
You could have, is that fun?
We might sit here for like maybe an hour or two. Because he wants to do something.
Thank you, pilots.
Take him back.
Okay.
So that was our first water landing, at least for myself.
Okay,
Tsunami
come on,
too.
Let's check in. Come on, let's check in. So you are the producer, the director. What are you? Huh?
Bring in the millions. You're welcome.
All right.
Dakota's in there. Now Dakota's right here. What did you already do?
They wanted me to sit with them. This is the coolest dog life in the world.
All right.
It's the coolest dog life in the world. Are you filming?
Yeah. Island life. Island life.
Okay. This is the greatest house on the land. Very divine and beautiful. Wow.
Is Rocco there?
This is actually probably the nicest property in this area right here.
Good.
No, leave it there.
Good. Okay.
I am leaving. Leave it there. Are they here?
Thank you.
Hello.
How you doing?
Wow.
How are you? How you doing? Good. I'm Rafael. Nice to see you as well.
Just out there and it was like this. Yes. I will take a house like this to help you develop this land. Yes. I will accept land here on this island to evolve humanity for the greatest good. So it shall be. Right? You must believe what you say. heart, open arms. Be prepared to receive the gifts. Push yourself away from the gifts. Don't think anything less. Always think more. Keep evolving yourself. Keep evolving your mind. Keep more. Receive more. That's how you can advance in your journey.
You guys are going to feel your way through and see how the heart feels. And you, young man, are the apprentice. Okay. This is your last opportunity being with me, being my apprentice. You're part of it. What they are for me, it is visions fulfilled. Okay, so we will discuss it. Right now, just stay in your heart. So the steps of Atlantis are. Ay, yo quiero un cafecito, ese cafecito. Okay, Cuban coffee, well, the Cuban coffee. And you better let them know that they are vegan or whatever they are.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Can we please all have a seat here? Can we please all have?
Hi, I'm Steven.
Megan,
Hey.
please come.
Yeah.
¿Quién más de tu parte? ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más?
Oh, that's my daughter actually is with.
So bring.
That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. She's fine. She's.
You know that I bankrupted and lost everything in 2009. It was the best thing that ever happened to me because I ended up meeting my guru. And that if I had not been destroyed, I would have continued to build more and more and more and more and more for that. So now, like Atlantis and Lemuria, and wiping ourselves out. They my heart, they haven't met my guru yet. They will in the next 2 to 3 weeks. They will explain to you what they are doing. Did you get the,
Yes, I got everything.
you got what they sent?
Yes, I did.
And how does that feel like having that here?
I think it feels great because I think that this is the perfect location for that. Because I see that it's very spiritual. It's a lot to do with energy.
Okay, so hang on, I'm leaving right now because I need to get on that fucking plane.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Here's one thing, if they will reveal it to you. One thing that they have, the hidden magic that I've experienced 3 times, is called the God particle. Ask them to tell you what the God particle is. Okay, the God particle, if they were only to bring that God particle into the world, there will be trillionaires. Okay? So they will reveal that to you. May I be excused? Can you guys all allow me to leave?
Yes.
Can you allow me to leave, young man? Thank you. Love you. Gracias. Que Dios lo bendiga.
Thank
Chao.
you, beautiful soul. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, hello family, blessings. Yes, we do have magical blueprints that have been divinely orchestrated to share to the right souls on the planet, to advance humanity and to advance specific lands and locations on the planet. And we would love to share whatever blueprints that you have not yet seen, and then talk about what interests you and what we can bring to this land here to enrich in the land, but also enrich in the souls.
And aside from those type of I don't know which thing he sent over to you.
He sent basically like a presentation of what you actually are considering establishing here on the island.
Okay.
That I went into the web.
For the
And that I
spa?
went, yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
it's like a whole holistic spa experience.
Yes. So aside from the spa template, we have a platform we're launching called the Ascended Spaces Network, which is a breakdown of different real estate templates ranging from the spa model that you saw, also eco resorts and smart villages,
Right.
impact hubs, towers for more like locations like Miami with the East End Tower, which is like future work live. Consolidating over the past decade some of the most future-driven technology solutions for real estate, land, energy, water, things of that nature. So like the most advanced energy systems that we could get installed, as an example out there on the island, to produce all the clean energy that could ever be needed.
Okay. Burning Man is a platform where people are looking for that type of experience, you know? They fly all over the world to have that experience that you're talking about. But more importantly, if they can continue that experience in their lifelong path, I think it's great. Then you talk about business. A lot of the young people today are very technologically advanced. A lot of them could work remotely from anywhere. You know, as long as they have good Wi-Fi, etc. And if they can live within that type of community that you're discussing, I honestly think that there is a market for that. I'm a businessman. And I told my daughter I believe in everything. She said, "Do you believe in God?" I believe in God. I believe in spirits. I believe in whatever you bring me, because not believing in that is ignorance. I tell her, that's one of my saying. Not believing in what other people believe is ignorance. Okay? So that being said, I think it's a great idea. And I wish you guys a lot of luck. And yeah, maybe there's an opportunity that we can work together.
Beautiful. And what's the long-term plans of Bimini Island?
I'll give you a presentation of what our land use model looks like, and you're gonna laugh because in my land use model, I have a section. We are aggressive developers, but when we came in here and we started realizing that what's gonna make us successful is the nature, we substantially reduced our development footprint to a more responsible developer, which we didn't come in that way. We came in with 5,000 units, and then we kept on, no, this is too much, and then we reduced it, and then we reduced it again, and then we allocated our density to areas that are not environmentally sensitive. And then in the areas that are more environmentally sensitive, we actually even create and you'll see there, an area of eco bungalows, literally in the middle of like that little mangrove ecological area, because it's very sensitive and it's very beautiful. Okay, we have the largest combination of mangroves in this aspect, in this area of the Bahamian archipelago. Wow. So what happens is we're right off the Gulf, and people don't realize that. So this is like a mecca for fish breeding. And I learned it by chance because I handle all the environmental work for the company. So when you're working with the environmentalists and you're reading these reports, you're starting to realize, oh, wait a second. Oh, this is happening here. Oh, this is happening here. Oh, this is why. And then as you get educated, you start understanding, wait a second, this area, like right now, we aren't developing in the north, but I'm developing in areas that are not environmentally impactful. And then on top of that, I'm giving to the government the equal amount of impact in a very ecological area. That actually falls within our land because we have no plans on developing that, right? We want to preserve it. Preserving it is what's gonna give us the longevity here. So I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that, believe it or not, our concept falls. I have areas that fall in line with what you're stating on that bungalow ecological concept. And then on top of that, I wanted to mention that maybe when you get back, take a look at Bimini and the National Geographic. I think the National Geographic did a great job on Bimini because Bimini is the real steps to Atlantis, you know that. So right off that beach right there, 100 yards away, you have the steps to Atlantis. These square structures that are definitely man-made. Okay, it's so imposing that even National Geographics came down. And then we have the healing hole. When my father-in-law found this property, there was a big house there that belonged to Rockwell Industries. Okay, and he used the trajectory of the rockets used to be there. When he left, there was a family, the caretakers. People used to fly down from Germany all over Europe to go to the healing hole for healing, for a medicinal reason. So for many years, the entire economy of this whole footprint, this subdivision, was based on people coming here for some little sulfur spring. You know, so then National Geographic came, picked up the healing hole, picked up the steps to Atlantis, and then there's a underwater cliff that at one point they believed was out of the water that just drops down, and they feel that between those three things that there is some type of energy. Okay, so I'm wearing a whoop. Okay, you know what a whoop is? No. It monitors your ability to sleep, your exercise, etc. Okay. For me, it's a little bit strange that every time I come here, I have a better night's sleep than I do in Miami. Okay. My father-in-law, we can't get up. Developers are supposed to be up when the sun comes out. We don't do it here. We can't get out of bed in Bimini. So we know just by working here that there is something that for me gives me a lot of peace, allows me to relax, and gives me a better night's sleep. That's it. That's my explanation.
Wonderful.
There's a few more plans that we'd like to share with you, including an eco island as well that could possibly tie in with your build-out plans out here as well.
Okay. Perfect. So I have what do you call it? Apple TV, so we can do mirror sharing. So I can give you a quick little, presentation on the property.
Okay.
And you can also, in turn, give me any presentation you wish if you have any Apple type device, and whatever else you think we need to do. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. After the presentation, I can probably make arrangements for you to go.
Yeah.
You would have to put on some mask and stuff. It's a little bit cold. They'll put a wetsuit. Maybe you can jump in. I'll call Trudy now and find out. Okay.
All right.
That's great. Well, there are times that everyone goes through emotion or whatever.
Literally, from Miami Beach, it's like the closest point to Bimini is actually Miami Beach, 40 nautical miles.
And it's in between both of those?
It's this and this.
Alistown.
Alistown, they just call it, Alistown is just one of the towns in the Bimini Island.
Okay, got it.
Cool
Okay,
name.
and built planes to fly over here during the Prohibition when you couldn't drink over there.